Hmm. Hey, let me just see if this whole thing is working properly. Hey, let me just pause real quick. Uh, there. Hmm. Okay. Ooh, two viewers already on Twitch, huh? Nice. Well, time to start drawing. Hmm. You know, I think I made the index finger a bit too long. Yeah, it doesn't look right. Good thing I'm in the rendering phase of this. Hmm. Okay, now I get what's wrong with this. Oh, I guess I need to duplicate the layer. Yo, what's up, Bluegit? Yeah, I'm testing streaming directly on my phone instead of just using using my PC. Since I can't really use my VTuber model on my PC because it's pretty old. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to do this. Because apparently you can import your VTuber or your 3D VTuber model on Prism Live. This mobile application that I use, and it also supports multi-streaming. But apparently in YouTube, it's not doing so good. It gives a warning that my bitrate is a bit low. But that's always a YouTube problem. Also, tell me if my audio's, my microphone's um, working well, because I'm not using filters that I use on OBS, so my microphone is just from my headset. I'm not even sure if it's working on my headset though. Maybe it's just the phone's speaker. So, phone's microphone. But yeah, apparently it's working well multi-streaming. I'm looking at um, both streams on my PC. But yeah, the advantage of doing these types of stream on my phone is that I could finally charge my phone instead of it just slowly draining the longer the stream goes. Also, I kind of notice an error. If you guys look a bit close, the fingers is a bit too long, especially near the index area. So yeah, I'm trying to fix that, and the way I see it, the problem is the knuckles are way too far away, or the maybe the fingers a bit too long. Okay, good, good. Also, I'm trying to check what's a good distance from my phone to my camera so that my VTuber model could track my face properly. But overall, I think it looks good. I think it's a bit way too expressive though. So I'm testing some stuff out. And yo, what's up, Kevin? Yeah, I'm trying to test out this format. Um, I'm actually streaming on my phone alone today and just checking everything using my PC. That's why I'm using the shorts. Yeah, when it was just a sketch, I had no issues. But now that I kind of okay, now that I kind of seen it after it's all rendered and stuff, It looks terrible, so I'm just going to edit it out. I think the easier way is to move this part and push it closer to the knuckles, like so. Ah, dang it, forgot to turn these off. Ah, what the heck? What is this? Okay, let me just backtrack a bit. Oh yeah, right. Forgot to merge all these parts. And now I can do stuff. Oh, hey there, AJ. What did you say, Bluget? Some input for me, the pointer looks way too long. Yep, I noticed that too. Okay, wait, what the heck? Hmm. Okay, now I need to just push it closer over here, as it should be. I don't know why it got so long. Hmm. Need to make it a bit bigger. Yeah, that should do it. And just slowly render it in. Hmm. That's interesting, Kevin. Do 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 do. Hope you have fun. Wait, let me just stretch my feet for a bit. Ugh. Man, the ads on top of my applications really annoying. Wish I could just put something over that. Alright, it's gone. So, do you guys like the format on YouTube? The chat can be seen right beside the stuff, and yeah, is it good for you guys? uh, I mean, it looks a bit better. I'm gonna try to refine it a bit. Who's Haru Sanko? Having a phone as a streamer, but no ads. I don't know who that is. If that's an anime, I think I haven't seen that one yet. Hmm. Okay, I'm trying to visualize how the pen I'm using could connect. Um, hmm. Okay, I'm just going to go grab an extra headset so I can listen to music on my PC. I don't think I'm going to play some song, I think, on my phone because I didn't download my usual background music on my phone. And I don't want to get copyrighted from playing a song on Spotify or something like that. So yeah, I'm just going to grab something to listen to. Okay, lucky for me, I bought some um, earbuds along with having a headset. So yeah, what you guys talking about? I got calmer because I got hmm. Yeah, that sounds sus. You got 100 girlfriend, or are you watching 100 girlfriends? Okay, where should I go? Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to what's going on here on YouTube. Hmm. Dang it, there's nothing new. Have you guys ever experienced that? Um, you watch too much YouTube that there's pretty much no more stuff you can watch. I think I've already seen almost all the shows from different channels. The heck? Hmm. Hey, have you guys heard of the new um the new VTuber group that just aired like a few days ago? There's a new idol group that came out. Do you guys know other VTubers, by the way? I mean, besides the ones that I usually talk about, what type of streams do you usually watch? Hmm. Up, up, up. Need something a bit darker. Gosh, man, VTubers. I've seen TFM Johnny. Wait, I think I've heard that name before. Yeah, I kind of know that one. TFM Johnny. Isn't he the one who's always do videos on Omegle? Yeah, he usually sings and do other stuff on Omegle. Yep, he is that guy. Yo, what's up? Galvanized Square Steel. Welcome, welcome. Hmm. For counting the ones that I have never watching. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not even also not knowing most streamers. I haven't even seen the popular streamers streams before. Yeah, I've also seen some clips of Mari underscore en and Cinder. Usually the more popular VTubers that started around 2018 to 2020. I haven't really caught their streams. I'm mostly like most of you who watch just clips. Okay, I'm still in here, so I can erase this. So yeah, that looks good. Hmm. 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 You know, after this, I think I'm going to draw the newer VTuber that um started streaming. So they look fun um, to draw. Yeah, still need to finish this first. I'm glad that the V1 plush guy is gone. Weird that you never seen me and him at the same time chatting. Who? I think I haven't seen V1 plush guy's name before. Oh, ow, 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 my ear. Ow. Oh, that's so loud. I forgot to lower the volume on my computer. My sensitive ears. Almost busted an eardrum back there. Okay, okay, fixed it. Who? Hmm. Airbrush. Hmm. Dang, airbrush doesn't really work properly. Guess I could just lower the opacity of this. Yep. Yeah, I like doing some popping sounds from time to time. Hmm. Dang, that looks good. They need more details to make it more stand out. Yo, what's up, Diary? Can I call you Diary? Yeah, hello, welcome. I'm just here drawing myself. I was going to um, do this as a stand-in for my VTuber model, because unfortunately my PC couldn't handle my 3D model, 2D, or even a PNG, apparently. And yeah, I was trying to plan on just putting like a still image or maybe animating this. But fortunately, I was able to um, stream on my phone. This is pretty much my last resort, because my phone isn't really designed to do heavy duty stuff. Yeah, thanks. I just want to show myself in a pose where I'm just sitting cross-legged and just using my pen and stuff like that. But yeah. Hmm. I think do I yeah, I think I need to just fix the alignment because it doesn't look aligned, the pen. So I need to move this here. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, the hand looks a bit clean now. How to fix this one? Hmm. 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 Can only be summoned with blood in the blood circle form. Huh. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I'm doing good, Bilgit. Let me try to blend this. Okay. Have a nice rest, AJ. Yeah, I also do that nowadays, especially since um I think nowadays my health is affected when I stay up for too long. Ugh. Uh, Let me just do some stretches. Mm. Okay, it's a bit hot. I need to drink some water. I need to refill my bottle soon. Yeah, hey there, Travis. Yeah, this is a new format and stuff. Cause you guys do know that a few streams I wasn't able to use my VTuber model because I use my phone to rig my model and control it. But unfortunately, my phone is where I also draw, and I can't do it at the same time. But now that I've kind of used the application Prism Live, because they apparently have a system that can track a VTuber model, but only in 3D. But I'm not sure if this is good for my phone. Wait, let me just check. Well, it's getting a bit hot, but I think it's good. So yeah, this way it looks like this now. Okay, it looks good. Just need to edit some stuff. Hmm. Hmm. That is. Like sketching of background noise. I don't know if it's an issue. Well, unfortunately, I don't have noise suppression on my phone. Those settings, I don't know if they have those. So yeah, if there's some background noise you can hear, that usually happens. Because I'm using just a headset microphone. So it doesn't have any noise cancellation or noise suppression filters and stuff. So you can hear pretty much some of the noises around. So yeah, luckily, my family isn't out there like screaming and stuff like that or making too much noise. So yeah, it's good that there's no disturbance that much. Mm. Oh, the brush I'm using is pretty much the basic brush. The Pretty much the first brush on this app. It's pretty much the best brush. It's good for blending if you just lower the opacity a bit. It works much better than the airbrush. So when it comes to doing digital art, I usually just limit the type of brush that I use to like one or two or three, depending on what I'm doing. I don't use complex or custom brushes. It goes get confusing sometimes when you are constantly thinking about the brushes. Yeah. When it comes to art, you just need to make do what you're good at. Most artists do need to use specific brushes to get um, a certain style or making things easier. But for me, this is much more easier that I just use one brush. Because if you can see how many brushes there are, yeah, I'm still scrolling, I'm still scrolling, I'm still scrolling. Yeah, these are all the brushes in this application. It's very good. But yeah, I don't really need all of them. If I wanted to make things much more easier for me, like when I want to do a specific style, like in hair or textures that I want, I could use those types of brushes. But since I don't do super stylized artwork, so they're pretty much useless to me. Unless I fully mastered each brush and how to efficiently use them, then I would use them more. But usually it's just a pain to try to practice on. Hmm. Talking about this makes me want to draw. Yeah, you can draw. When it comes to being in the mood to draw, just do what you want. Whether or not you would finish that or how long it takes, just draw. Because for me, the most important reason why I draw so much It's mostly just to improve, because there are a lot of things you need to learn when it comes to art. Hmm. Hmm. I know people say practice, practice, and I get that, but I don't have a clue to where to start. To me, I really don't even believe in the whole practice, practice stuff. I just draw the specific stuff that I want to draw. Do you know that when I started drawing this, doing digital art, I actually wanted to draw the most difficult and the most well detailed stuff that I can. That way I would understand how it would work and what type of combinations I would do just to reach that level. But since my understanding on how to work the application and my understanding on how colors and stuff like that are a bit too weak, so it didn't turn out as I would have wanted it. But I did learn some stuff like how to shade it properly. That I kind of learned to try to reflect on what I need to do better. Those are the stuff that you need to understand. Even if you have mistakes of your drawings, all you need to do is to try to vision yourself as like a viewer or a customer for your artwork and understand what you're missing after you finish. You kind of finish, or I'm still finishing the artwork. Like you need to move a step back and look at your artwork for like few seconds and see how well you did and what do you need to improve. Like, is is your pose looking correct? Is the shading good? Are there still some things that you want to add or reduce? Like maybe you tried to add so much detail to your artwork, and then when you move your artwork back, you can barely see the changes. So you need to learn what um, you have to understand what you need to improve after the finished product. That's why one of the best advice when it comes to doing artwork is to, even in traditional artwork, like in pen and paper, you just need to zoom out or just take a step back and look at your artwork. Whether you're satisfied or not, or is there, I mean, you could pretty much feel or see what you need to improve once you put your image. You just need to take a step back, basically. This is pretty much one of the advice that I've learned from most artists is you need to zoom out or move a step back. You could see one of the problems or errors of your artwork by just looking at it as a whole. You need to look at the full picture. Because usually when you're zooming in or concentrating on a specific area, you will notice you may think that it looks good, but when you take a step back or zoom out, you realize that all your efforts weren't really doing any justice to your artwork. I still have problem with perfectionism. Well, that is also a problem with me. But as you can see, when I tried to draw this, the problem with mine is that I'm usually a perfectionist when it comes to line art. So for me, I tried to remove that by um, doing as best I can or as lazy as possible to make it look good, and then uh, do all of those cleanup after. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not really cleaning everything. I'm taking a step back. Because usually you can solve perfectionism by just taking a step back, actually. After you kind of clean up your lines or your sketches, just zoom out or take a step back and then see what you need to improve overall. Because the problem with perfection, the most issues relating to perfectionism is usually you are hyper focus on a specific area and try to clean it or improve it. But every time you try to do that, just take a step back. Look if what you're doing really improved or reduced the quality of your artwork. That's the thing that you need to understand. So yeah. I mean, I have seen artwork like meme comics or illustrations in um, Twitter. I can look very closely at certain artwork and I can see certain lines jutting out everywhere. There are some imperfections. And when I look at the image overall, it looks great. I mean, if you're nitpicky about stuff, you could see errors in some artist's artwork. But if you look at it overall, you could pretty much not see those type of problems. So yeah, that's why I say just take a step back and view the whole picture. Only that way you can pretty much fix your, at least slightly fix perfectionism, and also to make your art, make all of the problems with perfectionism much more faster. When I saw his sketch, I realized, wow, his sketches are messy. And for me, I try to clean it every time when uh, when I make mistakes, which is a problem now that I see it. And yeah, actually for me, I'm still new with the whole trying to um, be messy with my sketches. But you have to start doing messy sketches when it comes to art, especially art that you don't have any reference to. Because you do know that this is a thing that you need to know about me. I don't really use that many references when it comes to art. I don't plan ahead. I just do things on the spot, try to make a certain artwork and then make it work. I pretty much have to adjust or clean any type of mistakes I have after I kind of understand what I'm doing. So I pretty much just wing it and then it just comes out like this. So you just need to learn how to, I don't know, compose your artwork like that. Yeah, most of the time, once you understand what you need to prioritize, things like perfectionism won't be um, a problem. Actually, perfectionism is a good thing when it comes to making it better, but sometimes you get overwhelmed and perfection takes over. The thing that you could do is just slowly try to make a mess or try to make your try to procrastinate when it comes to perfectionism. Like every time you see a mistake and you want to fix it, just tell yourself, "Yeah, I'll do it later. I need to focus on other stuff, simpler, more simple stuff before I try to fix it." Yeah, make your perfectionism work for you. You know, I kind of do that a lot of times. A lot of people, most people's issues or mental problems, I pretty much use all of that to my advantage. Like perfectionism, I just counter it with procrastination. So, even though I want to clean all the problems and messes in my artwork, I just tell myself, yeah, I'll do that maybe later. And that pretty much helps me prioritize more more simple stuff. And when it comes to procrastination, I just pretty much procrastinate, but do it in a way that is more productive. Like if I'm too lazy to um, clean and to fix the line art, I'll just do something that is also similar but will be useful for me in the long run. Stuff like that. Especially things like anger or rage. I usually use that for inspiration because out of all the emotions, things such as rage really motivates you to do more stuff. Yeah, don't people usually say that you should redirect your energies, like your negative energies, towards something positive? Yeah, I pretty much took that literally, and most of my negative traits I just turned into more positive stuff. Yeah, that's the things that you need to do in order to make yourself more efficient. Instead of going against, like, making yourself more productive or make yourself not rely on being a perfectionist. Instead, try to compromise yourself. Make make those types of habits work for your for everything you want to do. Isn't that what most animes do? Like when they get possessed by demons, instead of exercising or removing the demons from themselves, they just use those types of demons to be a power for good. So yeah, you just need to find a way to do that. And perfectionism isn't even that bad because when it comes to having problems or small mistakes, you do need to fix it eventually or when the time needs it to be. But over relying or having to let the perfectionism take over everything really doesn't help with your case. So you need to either moderate your perfectionist tendencies or maybe counter your perfectionist tendencies with procrastination. Saying you need to do this later because there's an easier thing that you need to finish first. Like that. Yeah, you get possessed by a demon, make them do your laundry. If they want to take over your body, at least let them pay rent first. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think even anxiety can be a useful tool. Because, if, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't anxiety worrying about certain problems? Worrying about what if this and that? How about instead of just worrying, you need to be a bit more proactive in your being worried? Like over prepare on everything. That way, even if you're anxious, you kind of know that you're already prepared for most stuff. And if things do go wrong, just procrastinate and just do things that you can do right now. Yeah, like I said, a lot of the things that people view negatively, I kind of use all of them in certain ways to make them work for me. Like procrastination. Procrastination and laziness are two different things, actually. When it comes to laziness, you're incapable of doing the things that are necessary, um, even if it's for fun or anything really. It's the absence of motivation to do anything. That's um, laziness. But procrastination is just um, being distracted and not wanting to do stuff that is hard and try to focus on things that are easier. That's why most people just play video games instead of doing homework because to them homework is harder but playing games is much more easier. But my workaround when it comes to doing that is either I trick myself to think that the assignments are fun, or try to bait myself into finishing it earlier so that I can concentrate on gaming much more harder. Like when it comes to homework, I usually do the thing that is much more easier, like doing research or maybe solving some math equations. I mean, this is a true story for me that when it comes to doing my math homework, I usually, if my teachers were to give me math homework, after the class ends at recess or at lunch break, I will um, do that, do the assignments. Because I pretty much like math, but I also like watching anime or television after I go home. So if my teachers were to give me any type of homework, I would finish it at school when I have free time. Usually, I don't play that much or interact that much with my classmates. So I have a lot of time when it comes to school breaks. So instead of playing with my with friends or something like that, I usually just finish my homework and then eat snacks while I'm at it. So yeah, I pretty much do that. So even though I procrastinate a lot and um, is kind of lazy, um, I still can do that because I have more free time because I manage my time pretty well. I mean, if you really have a problem with procrastination, try to multitask. Even I'm multitasking right now. I'm actually watching videos while I'm drawing. Usually I prefer listening to music or maybe some horror stories while I'm drawing. Or maybe watching some tutorials or research some stuff when I have like exams and stuff like that. Yeah, I may be procrastinating, but I'm procrastinating while multitasking and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm not doing any work, but I'm doing it in advance so I have more time to laze around or procrastinate. So yeah, those are the stuff that I do. I mean, I usually play games that involve time management, like making towers or stuff like that much faster than my enemies do. So, trying to do things efficiently, if I can do those types of stuff in game, why not do it in real life? I guess you can think of stuff like balancing games. At first, you fall, and eventually, if you do, you learn. Or maybe I'm not lost in the plot. Yeah, pretty much. You're not wrong. You can. There are games that are similar to stuff in real life, like trying to allocate resources or like in Minecraft. This at first you try to do everything on your own, like hunting, gathering stuff, building things. But there are features in Minecraft where you can automate stuff, like automated farms, automated chicken farms, and stuff like that. So yeah, you need to optimize everything. You might not be able to do that on your own, but over time you need to prioritize stuff. Maybe like while you're making a sandwich, you're also watching a video on how to learn math or how to learn how to draw better or stuff like that. Like when you're trying to relax or maybe you're just tuning into people's streams or maybe drawing at the same time, you should also try to do some other stuff while you're doing that. Like maybe you're trying to make toast and have a timer that will set. Don't forget about prioritize like things that you can just leave on while you're doing other stuff. That way you can maximize your time efficiently. I mean, most games do that, right? While things are processing, um, instead of just waiting for that one thing to load, you actually have one. You actually do try to do other stuff while it's loading. So yeah, kind of like that when it comes to pretty much everything. When it comes to studying, actually, this is actually a word of wisdom from um, people from my on-the-job training, my internship. They keep on telling me that when you're trying to study, even in college, if you want to be more efficient in your studies, you need to like study every day for like 5 to 15 minutes every time, and then try to do breaks, like pause for like 30 minutes, like 15 minutes study time, 30 minutes break time, or 1 hour break time, and then another 15 or 5 minutes study time, and then so on. Even if the teachers won't tell you to study those lessons right now, you need to do things in advance. Because the more you try to do things passively like that, your brain pretty much automatically stores what you've learned. And the more you try to um, rewatch or reread um, the problems you try to do, or the problem, or the topics that you keep on learning, over time it will just stack. It's like playing one of those clicker games where at first you just need to click a certain thing to get get a certain product, and then over time you automate it, and then you can do more other stuff that can produce the things you want, and then earn more, get more experience, so like that. Yeah, uh, certain mechanics or stuff in game can be used in real life, especially when it comes to things like, instead of thinking your life that you can't level up, but there are games that reward you for proficiency, like doing certain tasks repeatedly. So yeah, instead of thinking that it's a waste of time to do that, but try to imagine that a lot of people repeatedly do stuff to get a reward. Like maybe when you use a sword like 100 times, or kill a certain amount of enemies in game with a specific weapon over time, you gain bonus damage or bonus stats. That's pretty much what practicing does. When you try to practice a specific art style, when it comes to drawing, if you try to like copy a certain art style over and over again, um, over time you will improve, even if you don't know if you improved or not. But it's much better to understand what you want to improve. Like maybe you just want to draw the face. You need to draw the face, but if you get bored, just like in video game, if you get bored from grinding the same monsters or levels, you need to just move to other levels. So if you want to draw the face properly with the hair, eyes, face, all everything, and just the head, even are if you get bored of drawing the same head shape, the same pose, just change it. Change the expression, change the hairstyle, change the facial features, change the angle of where the head is facing. Because the more you try to expand your range of what you can do, only then can you really see a lot of improvements, especially if you reflect where you started. Okay, nice. Yeah, just remember that it's not a waste of time to draw and then hate your artwork. Just try to learn from your mistakes, if you have them. And if you want to fix certain problems, just need to work on it. Or if not, just take a few minutes of break, like don't think about it, and then go back to it again. That usually helps a lot, actually. Just procrastinate and then go back to whatever thing you're stuck with. Usually your brain can kind of fix it after you take a break. So working hard doesn't really improve your artwork. but you need to have patience because um everyone can learn things in their own time. So always take breaks after you do a lot of stuff because that will refresh your brain, and then maybe your brain would know how to solve all your problems after you took the break. Also, I need to replenish my water bottle. uh, okay, I'm going to pause the mic for a bit because you might hear my family and stuff. So yeah, let me try to wait. Where's the mute? Okay, I'm back. Hello, hello. You know, there are a lot of VTubers out there that I haven't drawn and want to draw. If I am able to finish this, I want to draw the newer VTuber um, that debuted just a few days ago. There are a lot of content creators out there. When it comes to drawing, I'm so glad that I'm in the YouTuber community. I mean the VTuber community, because there are a lot of characters, designs that I really want to draw. Different body types and stuff like that. I can make a lot of poses too. Yeah, even though doing artwork is pretty daunting and a slow process, it's still fun to do. Hmm. So yeah, wait. How much do I need to improve to this? Hmm. Okay. I think I should add this. Hmm. 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 should I add? I'm gonna stop for now. I realize that I don't know how to do torso or pose works. Yeah, I think yeah, that's a good way to do it. Always just take a break once maybe you maybe you have limited knowledge about stuff. And yeah, you can still do it later. There's no pressure on your part on when you finish things because art takes time. Yeah. Yeah, always rest. Like I said earlier, once once you do stuff, just take a break if it gets harder to finish stuff. Because you will improve over time. You can understand what you need to do if you do it once after you took a break. Hmm. Yeah, you're welcome, Lugat. Hopefully, you will improve in your art journey. And yeah, good night. Till next time. Hmm. Ah. uh, uh. Okay, it's getting kind of late, so I'm going to end stream now. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm gonna end stream. So goodbye and good night. Also, man, I'm gonna need to charge my phone now. So yeah, bye bye.